Say Mary was killed and she was dead somewhere. What do you think should happen to the person responsible?
She go to jail, sir.
This interview with the suspect in the disappearance and death of 28-year-old Mary Mount is from early 2004. But it's the first time it's been made public.
Why is that not going to be able to be together again?
Just me and Mary don't click on a personality level.
Mary Mount vanished in 2003, and her family believes this man, Terry Daniel MacDonald, killed her.
He came into town on the 23rd of December. She was gone January the 5th.
Detectives traced Mary's credit cards to Corpus Christi, Texas, where they found MacDonald with her car. Inside, her computer, clothing, and other possessions, but no Mary.
I knew she was dead at that point.
And it appears from this interview, Texas police weren't buying MacDonald's story. That she was alive and had given him all those things and she'd meet up with him later.
Daniel, I've been a policeman 28 years. And to be a little bit blunt with you, just don't add up too well.
And you're the last person to have seen her.
I don't know if I'm the last person.
You are the last person to have seen her alive.
I don't know that.
But he did know that. What detectives didn't know is that during this interview, MacDonald had already buried Mary's body. Photographs from evidence even show they found a shovel and some loose dirt in Mary's car.
If we can't find her, it's because he killed her.
But authorities had no body. So when detectives brought him back and booked him into the Lee County Jail in 2004, they only charged him with burglary. And the jury never got to hear this line of questioning, pointing out the holes in MacDonald's story.
It doesn't make sense to me why she would take all her stuff, her worldly possessions, including her car, and give it to you after you've told, give it to somebody after somebody's told me, hey, I don't know if we're going to have a long-term relationship with each other or not. It just doesn't make sense.
Sorry that I can't make it make sense for you.
But this interview was never seen in a courtroom. A judge ruled anything suggesting Mary was missing inadmissible. The jury found MacDonald not guilty on burglary, and he was released. When he returned to Texas, the story took a darker turn.
If this county had stepped up, somebody else maybe wouldn't have had to die.
MacDonald murdered a man in El Paso in 2005. And when police had him in their custody for the second time, once again, they pushed him about what happened to Mary. This time, he led them to her body in the Texas desert.
And I held my sister's bones in my hand. No brother should ever have to endure that.
MacDonald is serving a life sentence for the Texas murder, but Mary's family is still haunted by the fact he seemingly escaped justice in Florida.
The reason he needs to be held accountable here is because it was my daughter. And this was her home. And he took her away from me.